Good evening, y'all. We're probably only going to be live for like maybe 30 minutes. We were literally after church today. We were outside, and then we're packing orders right now, and just trying to log in here. We're in the middle of packing orders, and we set this live up, and we've been kind of pretty crazy today. But so we'll probably be on for like 30 minutes. Everybody's going to show up here in a second.
Stupid phone doesn't want to.
Here, let's go like this. Let me just do it again. That way I can get on the. Let me try this again. We had somebody. We had somebody hijack our YouTube account.
Yep.
So did it? Yeah.
Yep, there it is.
So we're doing the triple ripple dipple verification.
Yep,
Just to. Okay, there we go. Good.
Keep people out of our
Account. They were they like hack it in the middle of the night.
Yeah,
so
like
that you don't
1:30
know.
in the morning. Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah. And I had a feeling that, and they just keep hacking it until.
Yeah. Until something happens.
Yeah.
So.
And then the funny thing is if they hack it enough, they'll literally remove your two-step verification.
Somehow.
And yeah.
Yeah, super nuts.
So who's on tonight? Matt McGee, Mina Louise, the Becker family, Amazing Grace, and A.D. Cassie Davis, Amanda Snow. We got Montana, Tennessee, Kentucky in the house. All y'all cold places.
It was beautiful today.
Darcy Hayfarmer, Missouri. All right, Missouri. Mikey Mike. What's up, Mikey Mike? You can see I got a little sunburn here from working outside.
Yeah.
Should have had my garden hat on, huh?
Yeah.
And tomorrow it's going to be high of 79, and then Thursday night it's going to be low of 26. So that's Texas for you. Mm-hmm. Freedom Foods Farm. Go check out Freedom Foods Farm. He just got some of our cuttings, and he's going to be rooting them out. It's going to be cool to see how those go for him, and he's right up the road. So we're going to probably be talking Longhorns with Freedom Foods Farm. They have some Longhorns. Probably do like a Longhorn collaboration.
Yep.
MB Canada. MB Manitoba. I don't know where MB Canada is. I know Manitoba's British Columbia.
Yeah. Today was a long day. We were doing a lot of gardening work.
Today was a long day. We got down our Bootstrap Farmer Weed Guard. We took a trip up to Paris, Texas yesterday to Bootstrap. And Bootstrap is one of our affiliates, and they're awesome, and they're Texas-based, and 98% of all their stuff is made here in the USA. Yeah. It's all sourced locally, except for about 2% of the stuff that they sell. So the Beckers are from South Mississippi.
Okay.
K-Max from Southeast Texas. Southeast Texas would be Houston. We have a problem, or would be what's north of Houston that is still the Gulf Coast there. Galveston?
Yeah, but got out a lot of cutting orders today.
Yeah, we got a lot.
Have to make like I think 2 candles tonight for some orders here.
Montgomery County. Huh.
Nice.
Dallas. Cassie Davis in Dallas. Woo. Yeah, so we're packing up several cutting orders. We're actually getting low on cutting, so act now if you want your cuttings.
Yeah. We already had Alma. We had to go ahead and take that off the website. And then...
Yeah, we're out of Alma.
Yep. And then some of the other ones, we had to actually just go ahead and reduce the quantity of them. So, except for mulberry. Mulberry, we can load everybody up.
We have several large mulberry trees, so. And I was doing a bunch of bud grafting on one of my favorite mulberry trees. And so when I do that, I prune off all the dominance, anything above it. So I had lots of cuttings right off of that tree that I just took yesterday. So get your cuttings while you still can. We have about maybe 40 orders going out tomorrow morning.
Yep. Yeah, it was quite a bit.
If you order cuttings right now, they probably ain't going out. All right. So what's everybody else doing?
Yeah, how was y'all's weekend? So
We enjoyed this beautiful weather. We got a lot done.
it's gorgeous.
Now the next thing all we have to do is we have to make our template and burn our holes in our garden cover.
Yep.
And
The other
then-
thing that I did this weekend was, well, me and Rufus, we did bees this weekend without Tom's dad. So that was very interesting. We had to do it all by ourselves. So learn from the best. And it was mainly just putting out sugar water for all the hives. So had to make about a little over 30 gallons of sugar water put out there to everyone. So all the bees. So
You took some video.
yeah, took some video of that.
Yep. Yeah, like I said, we're a little whooped.
Yeah, it was quite a long weekend here on the farm.
Oh, so you planted some fruit trees and did some garden prep. I'm really
Sweet.
pumped. I got some trees to plant that I've been kind of babying because I want to see. I got another grafted pawpaw that my good buddy Matt McGee got me on his way towards the promised land, and I'm kind of babying it. I want it to get ahead because the other ones have stayed super stunted for the last 2 years. So I want to see if
Yeah.
I can get this one going this summer. And I hope so. My other pawpaws are like 2 years old and they're like a foot tall. So, and everybody's barbecuing,
I know.
smoking brisket.
Woo. Nice.
Pressure cannon. All right, good job.
No, we did not buy bees. We have some awesome friends up in Indiana. And whoop, there you
It's
go.
closer. How's that?
There you go. We had some awesome friends up in Indiana, and his job is mandating the vaccination. So he was like, I ain't getting that. So anyway, he was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and.
But what about grandma? Aren't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Aren't you worried about grandma?
No.
No. Okay.
Okay. So he's now going into full-time beekeeping. So with his weaker hives, he brought them down here to Texas. About 80 of them? No, or how many? How many did he come? Or 60?
No, it was 40. It was 80. Yeah.
It was 80.
Well, he brought 80 down, and many did not. Wilmer from the Netherlands. Wonder what time it is in the Netherlands. It's got to be. Let's see, 7 o'clock. Man, it's got to be. What is it? 1 o'clock in the morning in the Netherlands.
Woo. Dedication. But yeah. So
Or is it tomorrow?
they're keeping all of our all their hives here on our property on the Little Ranch right here, and then over at Legacy Farm. And the ones over at Legacy Farm are doing pretty sad. They didn't eat a lot of sugar water, so woo,
2 a.m.
that's crazy.
Mr. Solis.
But anyway, yeah, so that's super fun. Working with the bees is always super cool.
Yeah, I finally got stung.
Yep, you did.
And it's
We thought
totally fine
we
and-
thought we were going to be able to go in there without any smoke and just take the buckets off the top and put new ones on. And the thing about bees is they don't like black clothing. They only like white clothing. They're very racist.
they
So
are.
Dad had a black shirt on and I had a black shirt on, and they went after him.
They were angry.
They were in his hair and everything. So
Yeah. They were angry.
Crap for Eternity's on.
Yeah, it's amazing if you're interested in bees, because when you start working with them, it's pretty fascinating how docile they are and
Very.
how you feel like they were created and you were created to work with them. It's kind of surreal.
Yeah.
You hear a lot of you hear a lot of people that keep bees talk about that. So
Yeah, it's very relaxing work with the bees.
this is
definitely.
one of our T-shirts, and this one's the one
This
with
one's
the
not.
spelling error. and it says, "If you trust your government, you obviously know nothing about history except no was autocorrect."
Yeah.
So
like no.
it says "Chain the Beast."
Yeah. So that's actually like a limited edition. So
This is a limited edition. We have 2 of these.
Yeah. So that'll be worth
they're-
like a lot of money. So
Yeah, someday.
one day. Or nothing.
It'll be worth a lot of money to another person that can't spell. And they'll be like, yeah. Ronald's from Central Texas. All right. Yeah, but I wouldn't be worried about the bees, especially if you start off small.
No.
We're going to inherit 2 hives. So
Yep, they're
2
giving
hives
us
will
2
stay
hives. Yep. Getting all of our... It was crazy, actually. I was out there, and they were... I guess for the winter, Tom's dad puts, like, little screens in front of the beehive entrances. So, I guess so then bigger pests can't get in there and everything like that. And, yeah. They were bringing in so much pollen on their legs, they actually couldn't fit through the mesh,
screens. Yeah,
through the
that's wild.
screens. So I told him that, and he was like, "Oh boy, we're gonna have to go ahead and take the screens off."
We do live in Texas, and we do have fire ants.
Yes,
You have problems. Well, you learn to live with fire ants.
You do.
So we symbiotically coexist with the fire ant.
and
But
we've been here
kinda
for
terrible.
6 years on this property, or 7,
Almost 7.
almost 7 years on this property, and the fire ant population has definitely went down
Or was
somewhat.
it- Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely. The fire ant population.
Because it went from like there being mounds everywhere to there being like only a random couple here and there. So anyway, it's not that bad. I'd rather deal with fire ants than have loads of ticks and all that crazy stuff that comes with ticks.
Fire
and
ants
everything.
killed the ticks. So
Yeah, exactly.
there's still ticks down here, and you got to watch for ticks. But we're from the Northeast,
Yeah.
and
So-
you always had to worry about massive amounts of ticks. And
You
just don't
might have like
worry
one little
about that.
baby tick on you every year. So
For someone wanting to start a homestead, what would be your top pointers or advice? Have lots of kids and make them do
Yeah.
most of the stuff. That's probably the best pointer I could give anybody.
yeah, that one's pretty good.
And
The other thing too is not to dive head first into it like too much.
bite-sized piece.
Yeah.
Bite-sized.
You gotta
chunks.
take like little bites out of the elephant.
Yeah.
So,
But just do it too.
but then
But
on the
just
other
do it.
hand, you have
James
to do
says
it.
just
yeah.
do it.
On the other hand, you do have to
There's
just do
nothing
it.
to it but to do it.
Yep. So sometimes jumping in head first, you learn a lot really, really quick. But, yeah, it's a good way to learn too. We did it several times.
George Washington was the last great president that we've had.
Yep. I would 100% agree with that.
The first.
The first and the last.
Oh, you got 5 kids. Oh, you're all set up, man,
There you
for a
go.
homestead. There you go. You're ready. You're ready. As long as they're not all in diapers. You're Looking for land. Yes, the dirt coin.
Aren't we all?
You got to look for the land. Everybody should look for the land because the reality is with hyperinflation and the demonetization of monetary policy into crypto, whatever they're going to do to us, and make all the money, make all the greenbacks disappear, you might as well at least buy dirt. That's what I say.
Yep.
Property taxes in Texas are much higher than, say, Arkansas.
Yep.
But there's very little industry in Arkansas, so that's why the
Exactly.
property taxes are so low.
Arkansas is beautiful.
Arkansas is beautiful, but Texas's economy, so to speak, is relatively bulletproof. So to speak, no economy is bulletproof,
Yeah.
especially when your feds and the IMF and the international ne'er-do-wells want to print us into oblivion. But
True.
I digress. But yeah, I mean, property taxes here are much better than the Northeast where we're from.
Yeah,
they are
and-
about a fifth.
And you can get with the farm and ranch and
Yeah,
everything
you can
like that,
get
you can,
different types of ag exemptions.
Yeah, ag exemption.
Yeah, we have ag exemptions on all of our properties,
Yep.
all 3.
yeah. And then our one property got we were able to just grandfather in.
Do we have to
So-
deal with an HOA? No.
If we had to deal with the HOA, we would have either been like, I don't know. I don't know what would happen if
The
you
last
fines, big fines,
yeah,
right? If
yeah,
you,
the last thing.
But we would never move to a property that was in an HOA. That's absolutely retarded.
The first thing you look for when you're looking for a homestead is make sure
You're
that
far
it
away
is
from people.
nowhere near an HOA.
Yeah, for real.
And you don't look if you dislike government. All an HOA is some crotchety old whatever, and it's probably a woman. And no offense to the women on here because you're probably women and not. Probably some crotchety lady that just wants to boss a bunch of people
that's
around.
just not
right?
nice
She
people.
Probably is like Hillary Clinton's wingman or something. You know what I mean? And so that's what an HOA is. And they're gonna tell you, you can't put that color flower pot in your front yard, and I need to improve your shingle color on your house. Crazy. Why anybody would think that that's cool or even agree to that?
Yeah, I don't know why that was even set up in the first place, but anyway, that's
power hungry freaks. Same people that like to vote a lot and all that stuff.
Yeah, like our closest neighbor is like half a mile away. What is it?
Freedom Food said his parents' property were in 2 HOAs. Wow. I mean, I thought one was bad.
Yeah,
2.
That's
how would you like that? 2 power hungry control freaks telling you what to do.
No, your grass should be 2 inches tall. No, it should be 4.
The nice thing in Texas, when you're out in the country, we don't even have like permits or that kind of
No, you
what do they
build
call
what
that?
you
When
want.
there's
You just-
no building codes.
No, you just build whatever the heck you want.
Yeah, and you just do it smart and you build it
Yeah.
right and you build it above code. But I don't
This
want anybody
house-
telling me that it's right or wrong.
This
or
house
whatever.
was definitely not built above code. Of like possibly, very highly possibly, a 8-year-old.
And the ISDs are trying. You want to know why property taxes are what they are in Texas? It's because of these propaganda government scumbag brainwash ISDs, and they build these super gigantic monuments to men, these prison camps that look like gigantic maximum security prisons.
You're so stupid.
To just program kids to be good little cogs in the machine. Meanwhile, driving up everybody's taxes, and all you see is these idiot lawn signs that say, "It's for the kids. It's for the kids."
That's so dumb.
But it's for the kids. I mean, we're gonna sell you into oblivion.
Like 100 kids go there, and we're like, "What the heck?"
Yeah.
Seriously, and we still have to pay for it, even though we're like all homeschooled and everything.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, you got to pay, homie. The good old government schools.
Yeah. No codes.
My kids are 11 and almost 17. They need some dirt. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm in
for real.
Northern Kentucky. You should see Junior's fingernails. They are
Oh,
disgusting.
man.
He's always got dirt under it. Southern Kentucky or Tennessee. Man, I don't know about Kentucky. Brashear is he was one of those supposedly Tea Party whatever, but he's a straight up Nazi.
Yeah, you got to get a little bit more south than Kentucky.
Is that guy still the governor? I think it was Brashear. We homeschool and still have to pay the public school.
Mm-hmm. Who are you voting for, governor?
I'm voting for Don Huffines, and I
Dude.
didn't think I'd ever vote for anybody ever again.
Yeah, for
that
real.
guy's legit. He just had
That guy's awesome.
He just had lunch today with Peter McCullough and his wife. I think Don Huffines. I think
they're
thinking
gonna get-
unfortunately, I think he's going to get. He's going to
Get murdered.
suicide himself probably, like the other guy in the Epstein.
Oh,
the
yeah.
other guy in the Epstein trial,
Like with the-
Jean-Luc, just
The Russian guy with the t-shirt.
just suicided himself. Yeah. Good old Jean-Luc, whatever his name is. Yeah. He just got suicided. Daniel Miller for lieutenant governor. Daniel Miller, don't know nothing about him.
Loans.
Jonathan. Mississippi. Yeah, I think Mississippi's pretty good. I don't know.
Never lived there.
Yeah, I think even if we had a septic put in, I think we'd probably have to have it inspected.
Yeah.
Lotus Blossom,
Florida.
Texas Peaceful Acres. Not Jean-Luc Picard. It was I don't know. No Earl Grey tea. You won't be drinking any more Earl Grey. Okay, Michigan. Anyone but Whitmer. Oh my, Michigan. Oh, hey, Catherine. Yeah, that's a sad place to be.
Yeah.
Old Whitmer. That's scary.
Yeah.
They finally let everybody know that Whitmer. What were they going to do? They were going to hijack Whitmer or whatever. All those FBI agents were going to. Yeah, that was a government plot.
Come here.
Jean-Luc Brunel, that's it. Yeah, he just suicided himself. Yeah. And you see what kind of just us is in America because you see what happened with Ghislaine Maxwell. Absolutely nothing. And
Oh, stop.
then, and then Jean-Luc Brunel
Come here.
accidentally suicided himself in prison.
You said you wanted to come up, silly dog. Crazy dog.
Are we fully sustainable? I don't think anybody's fully sustainable.
No.
We're certainly not fully sustainable, which is why we believe that you should be active in your community and with community groups and different things, because I don't think it would be all cute and neat to think that you're fully sustainable, but I just don't think, I don't know if that's viable or if that's even a good thing, to be really honest with you. Y'all heard the vicious attack dog squeal? Ugh. Every homestead animal should have a function except for Nugget.
I know.
She's the
like
only
worthless.
one that doesn't have a function.
Worthless. Yeah. Definitely.
Lone Star had a meetup today. Check that out.
Oh, really? Super cool.
Uh-oh, the natives are circling.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Hot and steamy.
Somebody smells food.
We were actually able to borrow our neighbor's tractor with a tiller to till in all of our garden spots and everything like that, because we were trying out a different type of gardening method this year. So it's the awesome thing about having awesome neighbors.
Yeah, and the unawesome thing about our tractor is the injector seals are leaking.
Yep. The one thing, like, it's, and it's just taken a little bit because we haven't had time to go out and get the part, so. Or it would have already been fixed by now.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, sounds like a squeaky hinge door in there. Okay. Is share John 3:16 on all the social media platforms. What do you think, Sissy Bug? You want to come up here? You want to say hi to everybody? Oh, me and David the Good are buddies.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we watch all of David the Good's stuff. He's super good.
Yeah, and I sent David the Good some cuttings and a fig tree, so you might see one of my fig trees appear. And let James do that. You don't need to do that. All right, buddy. Thanks, man. Changed your ground covers in garden 3 years ago. Yes. Yep. Yeah, in Texas, you definitely have some crazy Texas-sized weeds.
Yeah.
And they're literally insane, and they'll literally be like 10 feet tall. So
if you can't find mulch or don't have like an industrial size mulch chipper, I think one of the best ways is to cover it up. But I guess we're gonna see, because we're gonna try it out for our first year this spring. So
yeah. Yeah, and David the Good was just on with Ice Age Farmer for a two-parter.
Oh, really?
It was really good. Yeah.
Sweet.
Two of my favorite peoples on the same podcast. So that's another good resource. Christian over at Ice Age Farmer. Everything is bigger in Texas, and our garden is, 3,000 square feet? Something like that?
No, it's
No, hold on a second. I'm sorry.
No,
we have 2 rows left.
Oh, so it's 5,000 square feet.
Yeah.
It's quite a bit of garden. And yeah.
Oh, you
5,000.
can't stop that bahia.
Oh,
man, that Bermuda grass is crazy.
Okay.
Do we follow anyone online for religion? No, we do not follow anyone online. I have some pastor friends that I really enjoy listening to, but I don't follow anyone online for religion. But I have one of my friends is a pastor in Minnesota. Jason Cooley is great, and John Weaver in Georgia is great. You can find both of them on Sermon Audio. They're very good. Let's see. The only downfall is the ants.
Yeah. Which the ants got into our mounds last year too. So only like 3 mounds though. So not too many.
Yeah, unfortunately, MacArthur, I think, has gone off the deep end, but that's just my opinion. And his new Legacy Bible is kind of Yahweh, which is...
Somebody noticed your stash.
Ah, yeah. You see. Uh-oh, John's got cheap wood chips.
Oh.
Our co-op's supposed to send us wood chips, and we have a couple arborists. But what do you think, Nug?
Yeah, they wanted, Mom was looking somewhere, they wanted $800 for wood chips for our garden.
That's crazy for wood chips. That's nuts.
I was like, I would go out and rent an industrial-sized chipper for like 2 hours to make the amount of wood chips I needed, Something that I could put a whole stinking tree in there and just grind it up.
The best method for keeping predators away from the chickens are Great Pyrenees.
Period. End of story. Or, yeah.
John can get chips for $10 a ton. That's pretty good, man. That's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
But do you have to pick it up?
Yeah, exactly.
You're an atheist. Well, we all can't all be right all the time. You know what I mean, Wilmer? So, we don't view you in a bad way.
No.
We pray for you.
Mm-hmm.
And, if we honestly believe what we believe, we would want you to believe what we believe as well, obviously, if we believe it, We're definitely not pragmatists. We're definitely not universalists and just be like, well, let bygones be bygones. You know what I mean? Because that doesn't really work,
Freedom Foods Farm said, what our electric company gives them away for free.
So, what you have to do is you just call them
Mm-hmm.
and you ask to be put at the top of the mulch list.
Yeah.
And they will randomly show up out of the blue.
Yeah.
And dump a bunch of mulch.
The other thing, too, is because our town or county or whatever is so huge, if they're on the other side, they're not going to drive a half an hour or 40 minutes our way just to dump chips. They'll go find some other place to drop them off. So they actually have to be like out here to drop them off, and you have to make sure you're on the top of the list,
Yeah, so you always so I always email them through the little app doodle thing.
Yeah.
Works better when you call.
Yeah.
But we haven't had any chips in a while. Just Martin. How you been, Just Martin? You know who I miss? Dulu Woohoo. Eric, if you are out there, I have not talked to Eric in 5 years. And I pray and I hope that Eric is okay. But I just don't know where Eric is. Strange.
Buddy was skinning a skunk this weekend. So, trying to make it
It smells terrible.
not
Does it
smell like
terrible?
a skunk.
He put it in the shop, and then I had
Yeah.
to throw it out because
Yeah.
it made the whole
Buddy.
shop smell.
So he took it to the treehouse.
Yeah, he took it to
But
the
somehow
treehouse.
he can't smell because
Somehow,
I
Buddy
think it
can't.
smells bad.
He's not affected by the skunk smell, so he can
At all.
skin a skunk.
Somehow.
Yeah.
They smell bad.
Wretched thing.
Melbourne, Australia. Annette Watson, hello. Hannah's Living Hope. I'm waiting for Win Payton to come on. I'm waiting for the Meat Chickens to come on and harass me, but Meat Chickens isn't on yet tonight. All right. Any other questions? If there isn't anything else, we'll probably be jumping off soon, y'all. We had a long, busy day.
Long, busy day. Got to go edit tomorrow's video. Tomorrow's video is going to be about gardening, some other stuff about fruit trees, how we make our cold brew coffee.
Oh,
I think it's going to have some some pudding in there.
Pudzinga.
What else? Pumpkin pie, I think there's going to be in that video. Yeah.
We were here on the property almost a year, honestly, almost before we did anything.
Yep.
We planted about $1,000 of fruit trees all at one time because we kept procrastinating.
Yeah.
And then in a kind of meteoric, idiotic fashion, we went and bought a bunch, and then I acted like you couldn't keep them in pots and water them, and we just had to stuff them on the ground. So we did that.
When are the Longhorns due?
Man,
they're about to pop.
I think
any
they are
day.
due any
Yep,
day.
any day. Definitely 2 of them. So, guess we'll see.
See you, Catherine. Have a good night. Yeah, they have to. Everybody else's calves are dropping everywhere, and except ours. Ours are tardy.
Was just looking for recipe on cold brew earlier today.
Cold brew is pretty easy.
It's
I mean,
super
you just
easy.
Put it. We actually use our glass teapot and just let it steep because it has a stainless cylinder. You know,
Yeah, it makes coffee taste incredible. And then we just used our little frother that heats it all back up. So
that would be great, Wilmer. I would enjoy that conversation. Oh, Darcy says her first calf hit the ground last night, so maybe we're not behind the 8 ball. I just keep saying, I'm really curious how the bug eating folks and the they, them, those that talk about the methane and all that stuff. I want to know how they're going to destroy the cattle culture that we have here in Texas.
yeah,
I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's going to be like Molon Libe a cow kind of thing. But I don't know. I've seen a lot of things that I thought wouldn't happen in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So I don't think anything's going to surprise me if and when it does happen. See you, Matt. Have a good night. I'm praying for you, brother. And we're going to try to. I was talking to Matt. I think we're going to do a 30-day video challenge where he's going to put out a video for 30 days straight.
Yeah.
I think we're going to do that.
What is James eating? What are you eating?
James is eating banana ice cream. So we freeze bananas and then you whip it in the Vitamix. And if I know James, he probably threw chocolate chips in it. So I think I know James pretty well. I'm very thankful for the family I was brought up in. The Bible says, to whom much is given, much shall be required. I believe that because I'm the only person that I know of that had an incredible upbringing. So I feel like, is that Justin Bieber to your left? Matt? No, he's not all inked out and effeminate looking like the Biebler.
No, dear me.
He's not Biebler.
Not satanic.
Ooh, Biebler looks rough, man.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. He looks
I haven't
like a
seen him.
hoodie.
Oh, really? I haven't seen that
his,
guy in like 10 years.
His poor body has lost its manly features. He looks mega effeminate with all the ink, and then like if you're gonna have lots of ink, you better at least look like Jailhouse Rock Hard instead of like
Flabby.
The Shmoo. You know what I mean? The Shmoo with Jailhouse tats is just, you don't look that hard, dog.
No, you look
Okay,
kind of.
Biebler?
You kind of look soft.
You look like super effeminate Nancy boy.
Yeah.
Saggy Sue. Greetings from the Midwest.
Ah.
Anthony is in Jersey. Wow. What did you do wrong, Anthony? Are you
Yeah,
serving
for
time?
real. New Germany.
Yeah. Wow. Some people are a glutton for punishment. Justin Bieber. Chris Lee, good evening. People are jumping on right as we are
Getting off.
pretty ready to
Hit the hay.
Yes, James has a sweet tooth.
Yes.
Lee Ebler. Good to have you on your first chat ever.
Awesome.
You comment on most of our videos. We appreciate it.
We actually had we had a viewer comment, and they were kind of a little bit I don't know, like not really upset or something, but they were talking about the trees that I was talking about taking down on the property, and they didn't want me to take down the trees unless, like, I don't know. I guess they thought I was just gonna like cut them down and burn them or something. We have this really nice big old cedar tree. It's probably 30, 40 inches round, and I don't think they knew I had a sawmill or anything like that. So anyway, it was very interesting. They were like, some guy on YouTube got free land because he hooked up with one of those forestry companies or whatever, which the only downside about those, at least in Texas, they absolutely destroy your property.
Destroy your property, yeah.
I've seen it done way too many times. I would never recommend anybody else coming out and clearing your land or just taking the timbers off. The other ones where they do the mulching and everything, they do a really good job. But the guys that just take the trees, they're terrible. They come in there with big equipment and destroy it, and they just cherry pick through everything.
And trash.
Leave you trashy stuff. It's terrible.
I mean, even the guy that harvests next door,
they just
destroy the property. They leave these scrub piles that are gigantic.
They leave like ruts that are like 4 feet
and
deep.
you think
in the
they
ground.
would manage the property better since.
Nope. They harvest it and then that's it. They never come back.
And they harvest it like a tornado, like 24/7, night and day. They work around the clock, rain or shine.
Crazy.
And then they leave, and it looks like, Baghdad Bob was there or whatever. It's rough.
Like bombs went off.
Yeah.
Like a nuke hit it.
Looked like a CIA tabletop exercise or something.
You like the canning and pantry tours.
Awesome. We like them too. I don't think I've ever watched one.
Me neither, and I edit them. So.
Carlos made it.
Nice.
We put all of our recipes on the website in the native section.
Yeah.
Well, not the banana ice cream one.
That was like,
but it's pretty easy. It's like frozen bananas, and you whip them in a Vitamix, and that's it. Yeah. So there's not really much of a recipe. Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Probably 24/7, right? They don't stop.
Yeah, or close to it.
Sakamoto's from California. Oh my. Well, hopefully you get out. That's a scary place. Have we made our own vinegar? I think we have in the past. We haven't recently.
Yeah.
But we have made apple cider vinegar before.
Yes. Yeah. Back in our kombucha days when we used to do kombucha too.
All right, y'all. Well, I think we are going to say sayonara.
Yep.
Konnichiwa, arrivederci, das vidanya.
Do you have to be a native to get the recipes? Yes.
Yes, on the website.
Yep.
It's one of the perks of being a native. You also get a discount on purchases.
Yep.
If you're a native. So that way it kind of pays for itself, hopefully, anyway.
Yeah.
Good night, Lotus Blossom.
Alrighty, y'all.
Amanda Snow.
It's great hanging out for a little bit.
Always cool getting to talk to everybody, hang out a little bit.
Sorry we couldn't be on here any longer, but it was just, I was like, oh, we should go live tonight at like 12 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, before we
Not
started, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, yeah.
It was, see, I can't even think straight. But I was like, that's going to be a great idea. Go live at 7. Dumb.
Yeah, and then we were outside.
Yeah, all day long.
And then I wrestled with it. Me and James wrestled with a crooked T-post.
Oh my goodness.
Incredibly
we stabbed
long.
this T-post in the ground with our tractor. Was it an 8-foot T-post?
No, it felt like a 12-foot T-post. It was a 6-foot T-post.
Yep.
And
it hit some like squishy clay, so it made a suction at the bottom. So it literally wouldn't come out.
It took us like 2 hours.
Yeah, they had to dig all the way down to the bottom of the T-post. Had my neighbor come over with his tractor, couldn't get it out.
Juice.
Yeah.
That's Dutch for goodbye. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen.
Alrighty, y'all. We'll see y'all later.
See you on the next